My name's Louise Connor and I'm from the MEAA, Entertainment and Arts Alliance. And we're the union that covers people who perform, who make film and television, who work at all the outdoors events, sporting events, and we cover journalists and other media workers. So we've got a very broad range of membership.
And how is insecure work affecting those industries?
Well, more than, I would calculate that more than half of our members are in insecure work at any one given point in time. I think it's probably closer to about 70%. So this is an issue that workers in my industry, in the industries that we cover, have had to deal with over the years. And
how does it affect them?
Well, in all sorts of ways. It's very hard to plan for the future. It's very hard to afford to, a loan to be able to buy your own house. Not knowing whether you're going to be at work next week or not. All of those sorts of things are real negatives. But I must say, most of my members love the work they do. They love working at the jobs that they're doing. And, for many of them, they're prepared to trade off some sort of security to be able to do the sort of work that they really love doing.
Pat, who are you and what industry do you work in?
My name's Pat Shaw. I am a member and a delegate of the MEAA, Entertainment and Arts Alliance, and I'm one of the 70% that Louise has told us about. And she's right, I do love working where I work at the various venues, which are the MCG, Melbourne Olympic Park, doing the tennis and seeing Roger Federer. And I work at all the racetracks, and I thoroughly enjoy that because I just love horses.
So how is the insecurity in your work, how has that affected you?
Well, it makes it really hard because it's hard to plan if you've got family dues coming up and you're hoping you're going to get work, so you can't really say yes or no, and you really don't know how much work you're going to get or how much money you're going to have. And as I'm trying to pay off my own home, it's very difficult sometimes.
But you get all the normal protections like superannuation and sick leave and holiday pay, don't you?
No, we get none of that. None of that at all. To get superannuation, for each employer, we have to earn $450 each month to get the 9% threshold, which is really, really hard because the way the Racing Victoria have designed the program of racing events, there is no chance that you are going to get the $450 from any of the employers except over the spring carnival when there is more work available.
So how long have you been working in the industry?
About 33 years.
33 years? How much super have you got?
Just over $12,000, which is pretty pathetic.
So we're really interested to be here today because we're hearing lots of sort of new ideas of ways to tackle what I think are sort of some very old problems. So I guess from our union's point of view, we're going, why can't we extend benefits that permanent employees get better to people who work either on a fixed term or short-term contract or who work casually? It's in the interests of our employers that people are employed like that. We get that. When you're making a film, you can't have a permanent workforce that's making a film that might only be shooting for 12 weeks. We get that as an industry. But I guess what we're thinking to ourselves is, why can't our people still get long service leave? Make sure that they get superannuation on every cent when they work. Have some sick leave after you've been working in the industry for a certain period of time. So we're hearing some really interesting ideas around those sorts of concepts. How you can actually adhere rights to individual workers, even though they might be working for up to 50 or 100 different employees in any one given year.